Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful half cut with Ankara fabric. So if it's something you're interested in, please keep on watching, and if you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe, and let's get started. So for this tutorial, what I'm going to be needing is just my fabric and elastic. The first thing I'm going to do is to fold my fabric into two, then I'll fold it again into another two, making it 4 places. So you're going to be folding your fabric into 4. You fold it the first one into 2, then you fold it again, and that will be into 4 places. The measurement I'm going to be using is my under bust measurement, my bust measurement, and my waist measurement. So my under bust measurement is 13 inches, and I'm going to be adding extra 1.5 inch for folding and stitching allowance. Then I'll be marking my armhole at 7 inches because this is going to be a sleeveless, so I don't want my armpit to be too open, so I'm going to be using just 7 inches. So I'll go ahead and make a line across at my shoulder line and also at my bust line. So guys, your waist measurement you're going to be using is your round under bust measurement. So that's your waist that you're going to be using. So I'll measure my shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches. I'll mark it at the shoulder line. I'll also mark 7 inches for the bust line, so as to connect a straight line from the shoulder to the bust. Then I'll go ahead and measure my bust measurement, which is 36 inches. When I divide it into 4, it will give me 9 inches. So I will mark it. Then I'll go ahead and mark my round neck measurement, the width. So the width of my neck measurement is 3.5 inches, and then the length I'll be marking it at 5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark a line like a 4-corner to connect the width and length of my neck measurement. Then I'll go ahead and make a curve, like a round curve, to determine the shape of my neck. So I made a round curve. When I cut it out, it's going to be a round neck. So the next thing I'm going to do is to come down by 1 inch from my shoulder measurement. Then I'll go ahead and connect with a ruler from my neck depth, from my neck width to the 1 inch that I marked. So from my shoulder measurement again, I'm going to come back by 1.5 inch. You can see the way I'm doing it, guys. So I'm going to come back by 1.5 inch. Then I'll connect the 1.5 inch to my bust measurement. You can see the way I'm doing it, okay? So you connect it from the 1.5 inch to your bust measurement. So the next I'm going to be doing, I'll be adding extra 1.5 inch allowance to my bust measurement. That will serve as my closing allowance. And then I'll be measuring my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 30 inches, so I'm going to be making it 31 inches so that I'll be able to add my elastic and have enough allowance, okay? So I'll add my 1.5 inch allowance. Then I'll connect from the bust line to the waist line that I just marked. And that will be all for this measurement, guys. The next thing I'm going to do is to cut it out. So guys, I'm done cutting it out, and this is how it is. You can see I have my front and back in just one cutting. So the next thing I'm going to do is to place it right side facing each other. It's already right side facing each other. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join the shoulder. So I'll go ahead to my sewing machine now and join the shoulders together. So guys, I'm done joining my shoulder, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fold my neck. I'm just going to fold it in by 1/4 inch. Just fold it very tiny, very tiny. It's not going to be difficult, it's actually easy. So just make sure you're folding it very tiny, okay? Then I'll go ahead and fold my armhole area as well with the same measurement. So, and fold the other side as well. So guys, I'm done folding it and this is what it looks. I've folded my neck and my armhole area, just very tiny inch. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do is to flip it to the wrong side. I'll turn it to the wrong side and then I'll go ahead and mark out my measurements. So to close it, I'm going to be dividing my bust measurement by 2. You can see I've already opened it and we have 2 pieces left, so I'm going to be dividing it by 2. So I'm going to start my bust measurement from one end of my armhole to the other end, and then at the point where I have my 18 inches, I'm going to mark what I have left. I have 3 inches, so I'm going to be dividing it by 2, which is 1.5 inch. Then I'll mark 1.5 inch by one end and 1.5 inch at the other end. So if I check what I have in between, I have my 18 inches, which is my bust measurement divided by 2. So the next thing I'm going to do is to measure my waist. So I'm just going to be minusing 1 inch from both sides. Remember, we are going to be adding elastic at the end, at the down part, so I'm not going to use my exact waist measurement. I'm just going to be minusing 1 inch from both sides. Then I'll go ahead and connect it with my ruler from my bust measurement to the waist that I just marked. So, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew on the line. So I'm done sewing it and this is what I have. I'll go ahead and trim out a little of the excesses and then I'll be leaving just a little allowance. So the next thing I'm going to be doing after trimming it is fold the down part. I'll go ahead to my sewing machine and fold the down part all the way around with just half of an inch so I can be able to insert my elastic. So I'm going sewing it and this is what I have. I also went ahead to leave a little opening like 1 inch where I'll be inserting my elastic from. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'll measure out my waist under bust measurement, which is 30 inches, but I later found out that it was too much, so I divided it by 2. What I used later was 15 inches. So I'll go ahead and use my safety pin to insert the elastic all the way round to where I have my opening. So I'm done inserting my elastic and I've brought it out to the other end. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to join it together. So I'll place one side on each other like this. Then I'll go to my sewing machine and stitch it together. So after stitching it, I'll also go ahead and cover the opening which I have earlier. So after I'm done with that, that's basically all for this tutorial. You can go ahead and give it a try. It's very simple and easy. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when I post my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.